Still fixing. You should do a poll.
Was saying that the power play was simplify things, a little more direct and a step quicker. Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say that. You know, I certainly I think we went out with more purpose of shooting, more purpose of getting net front. We had another one that we almost tipped in there. You know, you look at that second goal, and Steiner, that's not even his position to be there. But you know, that's what I said before. Everyone's going to take a turn. You know, when it's your turn to be there, plays materialize, they develop, and obviously Petro scores that goal because of that.
Petro said he was just doing what he's supposed to do in terms of being more offensive minded this year. But the way that he's doing and the success that he's having, I mean, how much better is it than just doing the job?
Well, I think he's. We all knew he was capable of that. I mean, you don't put every player in those positions, and you know, there's a reason why he's starting on power plays. There's a reason why we try to put him into offensive situations and with offensive players, because we knew that he had that capability, and obviously he showed that last year. Towards the end of the year, I like to think that he was close to a point a game player for us. So, you know, he's done it in the past. He's done it at every level, and we knew that he could do it this year.
Mike, obviously he's done it even more so this year. Why do you think in the past couple of years when he was very good, he was overlooked, you know, among the younger defensemen?
Well, I mean, obviously Shadi is a very good offensive player, and I think that he played behind him in a lot of those situations. So, you know, that's what they were dealing with, and now it's Petro's turn to take over and to have the spotlight in some of those situations.
Is this how he's pretty much played since he's been back? It's just points
Yeah.
run the board.
It was tough having Steiner have that injury because I thought that he looked really good in training camp. I feel like he's a step quicker this year. I think he did a heck of a job in the summer, coming in really good shape. And you could tell that the training, the focus he had in the summer, that he was a motivated hockey player. So getting him back, I mean, I thought the Chicago game was really strong, and then it was a tough 3 and 4 for him, but he still looked good. But then every game he gets better right now, and that's what it's going to continue to happen. He looks quicker out there. He's moving. He's skating with pucks. He's getting on pucks in the forecheck, and obviously making things happen in the offensive zone. You combine that with the fact that he's a guy that you trust night after night in every situation. You know, whether it's on the penalty kill, whether it's against top players, he's a guy that as a coach you feel comfortable when he's on the ice.
That line in general, though, tonight.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah, they were. I mean, obviously, offensively, defensively, they were everything we needed them to be. They were going right from the start.
Mike, big picture, what does a start like this do for the team's confidence moving forward?
Well, confidence is okay as long as we just don't get arrogant. That's the biggest thing. You know, like I think that one of our strengths has to be that we're humble, and we know that there's certain things that have to go into us winning hockey games. We're a good hockey team. And you know, we have to make sure that we're ready to compete at the level we need to, that we have the detail that we need, and that we come in with the mindset that we need, and we're prepared for hard hockey games every night. If we do that, then we're a good hockey team.
Why was Bo Bennett so noticeable?
I thought he had a really good game, didn't he? I mean, for a guy, I mean, this is a guy that's played, and we said this before, at the NHL level. He's got experience. One of the things that I liked was his poise in the third period. You know, he was certainly not overwhelmed by the moment. You know, some players would get out there, and not to say that young players would, but you know, more often they haven't had that experience of being in the third period, having the lead like that, and still having the poise to execute and make the plays that you need to make. So I thought he did a good job.
Mike, it's a short sample size, but between the Eastern Conference games you guys have played and the Western Conference teams you've played, what's the biggest difference you've seen?
You know, I think it's evening out a little bit more than it used to. You know, I think that the West used to be a little bit more heavy and just kind of clog it down in the D zone and the offensive zone, and the East used to be a little bit more up and down. I think we still see that a little bit more with the East. It's obviously a quick pace. But in the West, I think you're getting more teams that are playing a north-south, faster pace game too. I would say that Calgary is very much in that in that category. You can see even tonight, just with the focus that we put on it, and how many times their D got involved in the play and gave us fits coming back, creating rush chances against. So I would say that you're seeing more of that over here too.
Do you see a difference in your team's compete level against the conference?
Between the East and the West?
Yeah.
No, I think it's something that we're striving for, and something that we harp on as coaches. Is it doesn't matter who you're playing, where you're playing, your game shouldn't change.
What do you think was more beneficial tonight? Some of the personnel lineup changes you made, or being able to have the 4 down days and the extra practice?
I think that more on it is it's on the players. It's on their focus. I think we had a little, I think it's important as coaches when something's not going right, like the power play, and you make a little personnel switch like there. You're not the one that's responsible for the change. It's the players that are responsible for the change. But I think as coaches, we do that so that we can give them a little something to go into the game with a little bit of belief. And I think they did that. So we practiced it. We talked about it. And then I think that coming into the game, we weren't, we were 0 for 0. We weren't 0 for 17 or whatever we were going into the power play tonight. So the players did a great job.
Mike, I know it's 4 periods, talking about those top 6 lines the way they are right now. But if you can have Bennett give you what he gave you on the third line tonight, Saboka play as well as he did tonight, how much is that going to help you to be able to play Tarasenko with those two?
Well, it's huge, absolutely, and it's a long year, so we know that we're going to make line switches, and there's going to be adjustments that you have to make, but there's no question that the ways that Sobe's played the last couple games has been his best hockey. He has chemistry with those guys, but he's a guy, again, when you're playing in those top line situations, you have to play against top players, and he's a guy that can do that on both sides of the puck. And then Bo, if he can continue to play that, then we didn't see a lot of it because the first unit scored the goals, but that right shot on the power play is going to add a lot for us. I think it's going to make us more dangerous, and again, that poise. So he's obviously, that's a good start for him, and now he just has to maintain that level. Thanks, guys.